If your home was damaged or destroyed in a natural disaster, you may qualify to buy a new home with zero down payment, even if you are renting. Most homeowners or renters assume they need savings, perfect credit, or insurance payouts fully completed before buying again. But there's a little known federal program designed specifically to help disaster victims rebuild their lives faster. Today, I'm breaking down the FHA 203H Disaster Victims Mortgage Loan, who qualifies, how it works, and the one deadline that can make or break your eligibility. Hi, my name is John Thomas. I'm a loan officer for Prime Residential Mortgage and an FHA loan specialist. I help homeowners all across the country understand their mortgage options, especially programs designed to help families during difficult situations. If you've been impacted by hurricanes, floods, fires, tornadoes, or other federally declared disasters, this video could be extremely important for you or someone you know. What is the FHA 203H loan? Well, the FHA 203H loan is a special mortgage program backed by the Federal Housing Administration. It was created specifically for homeowners whose primary residence was destroyed or severely damaged in what's called a presidentially declared major disaster area, also known as a PDMDA. The goal of this program is simple. It helps homeowners who lost their homes build or rebuild a new primary residence without needing a down payment. That means eligible borrowers may qualify for 100% financing. In other words, you may be able to purchase a new home with no down payment required. And for many families recovering from a disaster, that can be life-changing. Why does this program exist? Well, when disasters happen, homeowners face multiple financial challenges at the same time. Insurance claim can take months, temporary housing costs add up, savings accounts get drained, and traditional mortgage programs often require cash reserves or down payments. The FHA 203H program recognizes that disaster recovery is not a normal financial situation, so the guidelines are designed to help displaced homeowners stabilize their housing faster. This is not a special loan for investors or second home. It's strictly designed to help families replace their primary residence. Key benefits of an FHA 203H loan. Let's break down the major benefits. The first and biggest benefit is no down payment required for eligible borrowers. That alone removes one of the largest barriers to buying a home after disaster. The second benefit is flexible underwriting. FHA understands that disaster victims may have disrupted employment, temporary housing situations, or documentation challenges. The program allows lenders to evaluate those circumstances differently than a traditional FHA mortgage. Another major advantage is that this program can be used to purchase a completely different home. You are not required to rebuild on the same property. And finally, because this is an FHA-insured loan, lenders often have added confidence approving borrowers who meet eligibility guidelines. Who qualifies for an FHA 203H loan? Well, let's talk about eligibility, because this is where many homeowners get confused. There are several key requirements. First, your previous home must have been located in a federally declared disaster area. Not every storm or fire qualifies. It must be officially declared by the president. Second, that property must have been your primary residence, but you don't have to have owned your home to qualify. You could have been renting a home that was destroyed. This program does not apply to vacation homes or investment properties. Third, the home must have been destroyed or damaged to the point that is no longer livable. Fourth, you must intend to occupy the new home you're buying as your primary residence. And while FHA credit and income guidelines still apply, the program does provide additional flexibility when reviewing borrower circumstances after a disaster. The one deadline that can disqualify you. This is the most important part of the entire program. In most cases, the FHA case number must be assigned within 1 year of the disaster declaration date. That deadline is critical. Even if you qualify in every other way, missing that timeline can eliminate eligibility unless FEMA issues a specific extension. Many homeowners don't learn about this program until it's too late, which is why I always encourage disaster victims to explore their mortgage options as early as possible. FHA 203H versus standard FHA loans. You might be wondering how this program differs from regular FHA. Standard FHA loans require a minimum down payment and follow traditional underwriting guidelines. The FHA 203H program is specifically designed for disaster recovery. It eliminates the down payment requirement completely and allows lenders to evaluate borrower situations with disaster-related flexibility. Choosing the correct FHA program matters because applying under the wrong loan type can create unnecessary delays or denials. Common questions homeowners ask me. One question I hear often is whether borrowers can move to a different state or city. Yes, as long as the new home will be your primary residence and you meet FHA eligibility rules, you're good. Another common question is whether 100% financing means no closing costs. No, there's still closing costs. The program removes the down payment requirement, but closing costs and prepaid expenses still apply. And the biggest question I hear is what happens if someone misses the 1 year deadline? Unfortunately, that missing the deadline removes eligibility for the program unless FEMA does an official extension. When disaster victims should do next. If your home was severely damaged or destroyed, the best next step is confirming eligibility and timeline requirements as soon as possible for the FHA 203H. Many homeowners wait until insurance claims settle or life stabilizes before exploring mortgage options. But with the FHA 203H, timing is extremely important. Getting clarity early protects your options and prevents missed opportunities. If you or someone you know has been impacted by a natural disaster and you're unsure what your housing options are, I'm here to help. The FHA 203H Disaster Victims Mortgage may allow you to purchase a new primary residence with no down payment, but eligibility and deadlines matter. Reach out to me directly and I'll walk you through whether this program applies to your situation and help you understand your next steps. Call me at 302-703-0727 or connect with me using the contact information in the video description below. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need this information.